Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club. That's not an option! And so it took her tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that it relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. You're going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. They're depressed. Thing is, I've read really bad depression my whole life. There it is. Sure, we'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, he cleaned his room. And it's different from Say's room, so kudos to developers for taking the time to do this. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. Yeah, cleaned before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. It would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been even more embarrassing. Probably. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which is the process of opening a desk drawer. Mine. Oh, what do you got in the desk drawer, huh? Sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly on her lap, as if she's making sure to keep track of them. Should we get... What's in the drawer? Whoa! Is that where he keeps his special edition manga collection? That's where his manga magazines are, aren't they? Everything planned out that you can help with decorations and other atmospheric enchantments. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles, and it was something therapy, okay? I don't know what it is. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. They didn't change they changed some of the, like, art, you know, obviously with the clothes and whatnot, but they didn't change the mannerisms and whatnot, so now they're not even grabbing at the top of the sweaters up here. Also, they're wearing a turtleneck. Kinda odd, but, you know, is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. That's so. Makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. What did you bring? I was going to use them during the poetry event. You're like, what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. What kind of cylinder-shaped object? I'll stop, I promise. I'll stop. No more. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper. Use the light in the room. I think that would be amazing. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? You said it, not me. It's a diffuser for essential oils. Oh, okay. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? I don't know. Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the herbs or the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it whatever through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Oh, are they poisoning me? Are they drugging me? Or is this like laughing gas to toss it in there? It smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. Yep, we're still running. We good. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yes, that is correct. That's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. You think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? Wow, okay, so they aren't a psychopath, they're just socially awkward. It was, Say who was, really going through some stuff. Wow, and, it does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with it anyway. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Jeez. What are those for? Well, you purchased the origami paper I asked you. Oh, they got origami, okay. You know, I've always wanted to do origami. Sounds cool. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. Oh, well, never mind. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Would it be beautiful? Yes. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some peeks inside. Very creative. I had no idea you were so good at this, Yuri. That's so. Well, I suppose I do get a little tense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Oh, they didn't... Oh, kind of. They're reusing the old ones, right? No kudos to developers for this one. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Probably. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I'm finished cutting ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to a desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched to it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It's really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. Isn't it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. I do. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out, I probably will be. Promise? Alright. Thing is, I'm kinda into knives. Oh, it's not that weird. They're just so pretty. Pretty is an interesting way to put it. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Okay? I'm saying, please don't think I'm weird for this. Well, no. I mean, especially for a guy, alright? We all have our collection. It's not about the danger. You know? But yeah, I also have a collection. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. What's that supposed to mean? It suits me, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. Is it Damascus? It was Damascus with a blue tint, that'd be nice. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Yeah. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh, he's cut himself. Why did you do that? Expect it to be that sharp, I barely touched it. It's my fault, I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Wow. Now a small drop of blood trickles down the side of it. This guy just stabbed himself. That's great. Takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks. Oh, what? Why? Okay, fine. I feel her tongue curl around my finger, startled, I instantly pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. She lowers her head, her face burning. They really are a weirdo. I should have. Wow. I should have seen this one coming. Wow. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever. It is kind of. Okay, that is something I could do something like that. I'm sorry. If you were trying to help, I understand, but you were like curling your tongue around the finger. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help. I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger, which okay, wow. Really just do that. Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I just did something wrong. I knew it would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely... This is getting a lot more fun. Let's recap what just happened. Okay, so the socially anxious weirdo comes over to the house. Unknowingly, they bring an extremely sharp, decorated knife in the home. They start, the minute they get into the room, they start searching through my desk, and apparently I'm hiding something in the desk that is my eyes only. They pull out the knife. Then my character instinctively wants to play with the knife, stabs himself, he sucks the blood from the finger, my character returns by licking their finger, and then we comment on how nice the jasmine oils are at fixing the room. This is such a great game, honestly. I'm so glad I'm playing this. Yuri calling me weird. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. It already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Oh, great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. No, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. We're gonna move on to the next task. Yes, let's do it. What do you got in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. I'll be right back in a minute. Oh, that's not... we shouldn't leave them alone. That's not good. Oh, just a bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I used small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? I want to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it over her arm. Pulling it back over her arm. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. She says so. Drooling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't want to. It's just like I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. It's nice. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience of someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Oh well. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Something on my face. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room, kneel back down in front of her. And oh, wow, this is... Wait, their face is so weird when it's at that front position. Kinda looks like... I think it's Phineas. Yeah. You guys ever watch Phineas and Ferb? I think this is Phineas. Let me make sure it's the right character. Pretty sure it's Phineas. Yeah. This looks like Phineas. Whenever you see the front, like, you see them looking at you. Look at their way. It's just so weird. Oh man. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Obviously, I made the right choice, boys. I'm dating someone that looks like Phineas with big tits. I am not a good person. Wait, okay. I was so scared. I thought the video wasn't recording, and I was gonna say I am not going back and doing this again. There's something wrong. It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Okay. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. It just looks so derpy. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. Oh, we did it, boys. It's about to happen. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Oh, what? No! We lost, boys. That's it. Mission failed. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. It came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Me too. See, this looks normal, and then you look at them from up front, because they really messed it up. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in class before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, it's totally fine. That's wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. If you say like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. Let's see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. Sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all, and the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yep. Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. And yeah, that's it. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out with the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kinda said that without thinking. about today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. And if you don't like going out as much, I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh, this is kinda good. This looks like my own editing. They're just spooking me with my own editing. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I didn't even get a chance. Yuri suddenly pulls back. Say,